So tonight is our cheat meal night, and you may be thinking, George, you are dieting and you're mini cutting right now. You shouldn't be having a meal plan. Guess what, motherfuckers? I am, and I'm gonna fucking absolutely demolish it. We love eating at home. We always have. If you follow the channel for a while, you guys know that I'm always a big fan of cooking something at home rather than going out, because number one, it's fucking expensive going out. Number two, I hate people. Like, I just hate sitting opposite a couple and they're both looking at us and we're both judging each other and we're looking at their food. I hate dressing up. I just want to be in the comfort of my own home with the dogs, with Vicky. Should have said Vicky first, then the dogs. I just love all that sort of stuff. And number three, I can control the portion sizes. Funny enough, when you go and eat out, the portion sizes are like children. And they forget that I'm a bodybuilder and I need to eat and I want to eat a big amount of food. Those are the three reasons why. So tonight, what we've got on the menu is we've got our organic fillet steak. The reason we go for organic is just the cut is just way better. It's just, as you can see here, guys, they're fucking decent cuts. So I'm happy to pay the extra for a decent quality meat. What the fuck is that dirty shit on there? Look, they fucking scam you like motherfuckers. They'll put, oh, we'll put it this way so people buy it. Fucking jokers, bruv. Mugging me off like that. I'm also going for the noodles, the peanut pad thai noodles, kind of bring me back to the Thailand days. These are absolutely banging as well, so we're gonna have two of those. Also got some veg in there, so some mushroom veg, and we've also got some sweet pepper veg. We normally go for the pad thai sauce, but it didn't have any, so we're gonna go with the old teriyaki sauces. This one's pretty banging, to be honest with you. A little bit saltier, but at the end of the day, who doesn't mind a bit of salt? How could I forget? How could I forget? The holy grail of cookies. So we're gonna have a cookie as well from Marks and Spencer's. In my opinion, these cookies are legit the best cookies from the supermarket. Let me know in the comments if you agree. If you disagree, please let me know where are better cookies. Where do you get your cookies from? What are the best ones? I'll be keen to hear as well, but these ones are legit the go. This is what I hate about the supermarket. That looks decent. You go, yeah, that's fucking good. And then you flip it around, yeah, okay? What the fuck is that dirty shit on there? Look. They fucking scam you like motherfuckers. They'll put, oh, we'll put it this way so people buy it. Looks good. Flip it around. Yeah. Absolute fucking jokers, bruv. Mugging me off like that. When I'm in there next, they're gonna fucking get it, I promise you. First things first, we're gonna put in the old veg. Boom. Now that may look like a lot, and actually it is a lot, but it does shrink down, I promise you that. Once your pan is nice and toasty, I've put a little bit of salt and pepper on the old steak, and we're gonna brush that in there for, there's two. We're gonna put that in for, hey Alexa, set a timer for 4 minutes. Once the old steaks are cooking, you wanna get your noodles and you wanna plop it in the old pan. We definitely need a wok, but I mean, look at the fuck, this is just one. Look at that. It's gonna spill absolutely everywhere, but we're just gonna roll with it. So what I do is I mix one in like that, put it on low heat, because at the end of the day, you're just heating it up, because I think this is already pre-made. What does it say? Yeah, take 3 minutes to cook. So it's basically pre-made already. This noodle stuff is pretty good. It's just basically cooked rice noodles, 81%, water flour, peanuts, sugar, ginger, vegetable oil, rapeseed oil, and a few other bits as well there. There's even fish in there, some fucking extract fish. I ain't got a fucking clue, but it ain't too bad overall. He says, as he just read that out, and that was so bad. Why is there fish in fucking pad thai noodles, bruv? Makes literally 0 sense. But anyway, we'll roll with it. It tastes banging. I don't really give a fuck when it comes down to that sort of stuff. And neither should you. You should just fucking enjoy yourself, eh? So I've mixed that in like that, and of course I'm gonna plop in a fucking second one in like that, boom. And what I'm gonna do is mix it in a little bit, and then we'll add that teriyaki sauce that I spoke about earlier. Can't wait for people to come at me and say, you're cutting on a plastic board, you shouldn't be doing that. Shut up. Yeah, of course. Guys, put the camera at me quickly. Just don't be jealous. Go fucking shops and buy it yourself and make it yourself. Sitting there, oh, it looks really nice. Go do it for yourself. Go and buy it and tell the missus, look, we're gonna have a date night tonight. I'm gonna cook you something. Honestly, just do it. Come on now, this is 2025 and I'm giving people relationship advice. Look, fucking cook for your missus. Cook her a lovely steak. Cook whatever you want at the end of the day. But this is a great way to just show some appreciation for your lady. Suggest an off meal plan. Even when you're dieting, look, if you're not competing, at the end of the day, we're not competing. You know, if we was competing, it would be a fucking different story, okay? If we're 2 weeks out from a show, we ain't doing this, let's be honest. Sometimes, you know, we can do this. Look, I'm 2 weeks into my diet now and I'm having an off meal plan because I can and I can make it work. And tomorrow...
Off meal plan. Off plan meal.
What did I say?
Off meal plan.
But tomorrow morning we'll go through the ins and outs of why and the reasons for this, okay? But for now, we're just going to enjoy this. Don't be fucking jealous. Go to the shops, buy it yourself. Tell the missus, you know what, I'm going to cook you something tonight. Actually, just give back. Be present, be in the moment. Create some fantastic times, and who knows, you might get laid after it, touch wood. I want to see what Vicky's face. Yeah, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Come on, Vicky. And there we have it. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. None for you. You've already licked the bowl. No more for you. That's absolutely bloody stunning. Look at that. Guys, that took me fucking 15 minutes to cook. Well, I didn't really cook anything. The only thing I cooked was the steak. The rest of it I heated up. Simple, basic shit you can do. Like I said, you actually might get laid. You might get a little bit sloppy tonight, okay? Sloppy. God. You might get slops tonight. That's a terrible word to use, by the way. Don't ever say that to a girl. You're gonna give me slops. That's fucking disgusting. But you might get lucky. So yeah, make some food. And again, you can track that. Everything that I've just put in here, funny enough, I can actually fucking track if I really want to. But I'm not going to, I'm just gonna enjoy it, okay? But if I really wanted to, I could. So at the end of the day, like, you still can make progress, and I promise you, I'll weigh in tomorrow morning and we'll have a new low. If I don't, I'll fucking eat my own words. But I think I will anyway. I'm gonna enjoy this. Got anything to say?
I'm going to enjoy this too.
Vicky's going to enjoy it too. As you can see, we're ready for bed. We've got our nasal strips on. And we're in for a good night. Hopefully.
George.
What's going to happen is just... Okay. Oh, shit. Hi, Evelina. We're having a pad thai. Everything's good. Everything's safe and sound. Hope you are well too. Pretend to be mature when I'm not. We are just preparing for the gym, and of course we're watching my favorite JP. I used to watch these videos back in like 2017-18. I used to be really inspired by JP, and still to this day I am watching JP before I go to the gym. And for me, I never want to be the size of JP. Like, I mean, he's pressing 80 kilo dumbbells here and he must weigh about 300 pounds. He's the same height as me. I never want to be that big. He's like double the size of me. I just think that would be absolute madness. However, I watch this shit because it actually shows me what you can achieve, and that motivates me, and that motivates me want to be more and be better. So one bit of advice I've got for you guys, and I've said it for years now, before just going to the gym, like a lot of people do, they just go from work straight to the gym. Actually fucking lock in, like actually find a way of locking in. However you find the way, it's down to you. For me, I like watching people that lift crazy shit and actually mad in the gym. I like doing that. I like watching people that are fucking strong. I like watching, I've said literally the same thing. I like watching people that are doing the same training session as me. So I'm training chest and back today. I'm doing flat dumbbell press. I'm watching people flat dumbbell press. You know, I do all of that so I can actually really lock in and set myself up right for having a good session, because despite not being professional or whatever, I take it seriously. Anything that I do, I take seriously. I don't just half-ass anything, as you hopefully could tell by over the years on the channel. So, you know, I want to bring my absolute best, and this is an opportunity for me to progress. This is an opportunity to focus on myself and make myself feel really good. So that's what you should be doing before you go to the gym. Don't just turn up and go, oh, hi, mate, and you start waffling to your fucking mate about girls for 45 minutes. Fuck that shit, fuck that shit. Do it afterwards, or don't do it at all. Don't definitely do it at the gym. It's not a fucking pub. You come here and you come to work. It's not a fucking social setting. Oh, it can be for some people, but for me, I'm here to fucking train. I'm not here to fucking chat, bruv. So yeah, lock the fuck in, Georgie boy. It's fucking chest and back day. It's gonna be a good one today. And I tell myself already it's gonna be a good one, okay? I'm talking in existence. It's gonna be a good one. Train yourself in that way, not, oh, I'm tired today, so it's gonna be shit. Well, it's probably gonna be shit then. Tell yourself it's gonna be good, and it will be fucking good. Well, you got more chance of it being bloody good. Find a way. Hello everyone, welcome to the pre-workout chat, where we don't chat. Vicky's got a new YouTube video coming out. When?
I don't know.
She doesn't know, but go check out her channel. I'll put the link in the description. Go subscribe to her. She's chasing how many subscribers? You got 1,000 of you already?
I'm not sure.
Fucking.
I'll check.
So we are actually at the gym a little bit earlier than what we usually would do. We have decided to change our routine slightly. So we would usually train at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. At the moment, it's 10:30 a.m. And we find, like, if we train at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that's like equivalent to someone's like 5 o'clock in the evening, if that makes sense. If you wake up at, let's say, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning, then that's equivalent to 5 a.m. if we wake up at 4. I'm fucking confusing myself, innit? So
if someone wakes up at 8 a.m, it's basically like their 4 p.m, 5 p.m. that we train at. So
yeah. So half one basically sounds. Sorry, I cut you off there. Just continue.
No.
I don't know. I'm confused. So basically, if we train at 1 o'clock, that's equivalent to someone's 5 o'clock because we get up at 4 a.m. Does that make sense? Yeah, fuck's sake. So yeah, we're training a little bit earlier because we get to the afternoon and we're just fucking slumped. And number two, we find that like between like our meal 2 and our meal 3 that we have before we go to the gym, we're not as productive as we can because we know we're going to gym, and me and Vicky are similar. We're kind of like, I can't fully lock into something if I know I'm going to the gym. So when I like get into work, I like need to like get into it. And if I know I'm going to the gym in the next like 45 minutes, it's kind of like, well, why the fuck do I need to like really knuckle down on something and lock in if I'm not doing it for that long? Does that make sense? Yes. That was so long-winded. Anyway, chest and back. Vicky's in for upper and
cardio.
Yeah. We've had a good week of fat loss for myself and Vicky. She's had a good week of fat loss. She has. She's shaking her head because the scale weight's gone up this morning.
By a kilo.
By a kilo, but there's, again, I can imagine that's going to come down very quickly. I'm at near enough my lowest at the moment. I'm hoping tomorrow, leg day, Sunday, I'll get a new drop because I normally drop at half a kilo after leg day because I sweat like profusely. So the fact that I'm 81.7 a day, last week I was 82.3, so that puts me about 0.6 of a kilo down, which is decent. Yeah, we're moving at the right pace in this mini cart. Again, you know, not overly thinking it at this moment of time. Like, I'm not really hungry. It's actually quite nice not to eat as much food as what I was eating before. It's always the case for me. In the first couple of weeks of dieting, I feel so much better than what I did before. And then it makes you realize, oh shit, you know, there's an element where you have to push. Like, if you want to build more muscle, guys, you've got to push. You've got to get uncomfortable, just as like you will get lean. You know, you can't expect to not be comfortable and get the results that you want. But then it starts to make you sort of realize, oh shit, actually, maybe I could have pulled back earlier, because sometimes feeling shit for too long is, in my opinion, super unproductive. And you sometimes find yourself going through the motions unintentionally, if that makes sense. So I feel better. My performance is just as good. But the main key things that I've noticed is that I just feel more energetic day to day. Like, I'm not feeling like a fucking slop afterwards, because I sometimes eat my post-workout meal, because I had like 200 and something grams of carbs in my post-workout. I would just be like, I can't fucking move from the settee here. So yeah, things are going well in that aspect.
Would stink as well.
Yeah, and my farts would stink. Like,
digestion just wasn't great.
And then you've got to weigh out the pros and cons. If you're eating shit tons of food and your digestion starts to get affected because of that, like, how much food are you processing in that moment of time, and how much progress are you going to make from doing that? So my previous, I know probably people are eating right now and I'm waffling completely, but I used to go for like 5-6 shits a day.
That's just
okay. Let's get into the gym. Chest and back. Let's have a good one. I've not fucking recorded this, so actually, song of choice is actually I've actually been using SoundCloud. It is Suspect Headshot.
Use that, spin that, jump out, ying that. He paid the price, that's it, no bring back. Spin back, 25 G's from a Z and cling that.
Item block in this slot.
Two days training session. So first thing we always do is our mobility work. Now, I know this sounds cliche and so many people fucking always say it. This is one thing that I wish I did earlier in my like 20s. Now I'm like 28. I wish I did all the mobility and stretching that you see right now when I was early 20s. But when you're early 20s, you think you're fucking invincible. Like, trust me, when I was 20, I was thinking nothing's gonna stop me. But as I've got to 28 and nearly 10 years of training now, it starts to catch up on you, and you need to look after your joints. You need to look after things that you wouldn't necessarily think about in that present moment of time. So please, warm up, do things properly, especially if you train the way that I do, especially if you're influenced by the shit that I do. Please take note and actually fucking warm up rather than just going in like a lot of people do. They just come in, they just pick up like the 40 kilo dumbbells and just start pressing it. I'm thinking, you're a fucking madman when it comes to that shit. I also do that from locking the fuck in as well, because that warm up stuff is just like any sport, any athlete, there's a level of mental preparation for anything that they do. It doesn't change for me just because I'm not a professional. Like I said, I take this shit seriously, so I am gonna do all of those things, okay? Here she is, my darling. The fucking spend 5 minutes, even if you just do 5 minutes of what you've just seen there, or 5 minutes, any stretch and mobility, it's better than doing fucking zero, okay? So fucking do that, all right? Anyway, today's session, we're gonna start off with a single arm lat row. I'm moving on to a D handle vertical pull down then, and then move on to a Cybex chest supported neutral grip row, and then I finish off my back movements with a rope pullover. What I also then will move on to is my chest movement. So flat dumbbell press we're going to start off with, incline prime pin loaded press, and then we're going to finish off with a pec fly.
It's to the dirty.
So a nice little activation exercise for you guys to try before starting your back workouts. Really engage those lats. So it's a single arm. It's basically like a rope pullover, but you just do a single arm with a cuff. Get yourself some of these. These are from 1MR. You can use our code BORNE. BORNE10 I think is a checkout, and they're just slightly smaller cuffs which sit very well on the wrist compared to the bigger cuffs. It's a little bit more comfortable for me. But really what I'm thinking about is just getting a pump in my lats before I go into these movements to help with my mind-muscle connection. Obviously lats is an area that I struggle with just in general to connect with, so something like that is going to be really handful for you guys. Welcome to today's voiceover. I hope everyone is enjoying today's video, and of course if you are enjoying it, please make sure you drop a like, because it really does help out the channel to grow, and I know that you are definitely enjoying it. So let's get past this fucking clip, because we've just seen Vicky's big batty. She's looking incredible, by the way. Today's voiceover, I'm just going to quickly sort of discuss to you guys about how you can eat off plan every single week and still lose up to 1 kilo of scale weight every single week, like I have been doing so far. So obviously a few tips here. Number one is planning your cheat meal ahead. Now I know it sounds very, very basic, but some people just don't. They just wing it and kind of almost just like go, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna eat whatever and just fucking gain loads of body fat. Obviously that's not the goal, and that's not what we're trying to achieve here. So make sure you are planning your cheat meals out, because honestly they can make a big difference in terms of actually your overall calorie intake, your obviously needs, and obviously your goals, and obviously this just helps obviously avoid sort of overeating and overindulging as well. So if you have booked a restaurant, do obviously book restaurants. Obviously if you're doing something homemade like you saw earlier, obviously make sure that you are, you know, making smart decisions in that sense and not going, you know what, I'm just going to start to eat like a child. Obviously portion sizes, now everyone's portion size is different. Like for me, I know if I eat at home I'm able to eat more food, whereas when I am at obviously when I'm obviously at the out for a takeaway or something like that, I know that I'm not going to be able to eat as much. So sometimes actually, you know what, going for something better quality like I have done allows you to actually eat more, and it actually sits a lot better, because trust me, I've been there before guys, and I've had something off plan and my digestion has just been absolutely fucking abysmal, and I'm just like, I just wish I didn't have that.
Through the pinkies, then instead of driving your elbow outwards, think about almost hugging yourself with your elbow. So you want the hands to go outwards. You want to be externally rotating the humerus. There. So the moment your arm's going inwards to your belly button, think about it going outwards, but the elbow going into you. A bit better. And then retract the scapula before you pull. Yeah. And keep what you do especially is as you start to fatigue, you're rolling your shoulder forwards, you end up doing this. Even if you're keeping your head up, this is still going to be elevated, so it's going to be all trapped. By thinking about like opening up your chest, pulling your shoulder back and retracting the scapula, you're repositioning that shoulder, so it's going to be mainly lats.
A few other tips as well, like psychologically here guys, like when I tell Vicky she's having a cheat meal, or when I'm having a cheat meal, like I'm excited by it. Like I feel excited, I'm happy, I'm buzzing, and all of a sudden my cortisol, my stress in my body just hugely drops. And this is sometimes why you see a drop in your scale weight after eating a meal off plan. It's because you have so much inflammation, so much fucking tension in your body, that you eat something that excites you, you look forward to it, and your body responds really well and tells you your body needs this, and then all of a sudden you drop weight. There's been countless times where I have had a meal off plan and my scale weight has just dropped the next following day, especially in preps when you do like refeeds and high days. You know, your scale weight's stubborn, you're not breaking progress, and it's kind of like, fuck, what do I do here? And then you get told, oh, let's have a cheat meal. Like the amount of times I tell clients, have a cheat meal, have an off meal plan or refeed, and they're like, no, I shouldn't be doing that, I should be digging more. And then they have the meal off plan and the scale weight drops, or if it doesn't drop, it will drop the next coming days. And it's like, fuck me, your body needed that because it's just giving yourself a complete reset. So actually listening to your body is really good to actually understand that, actually, you know what, having a meal plan allows you to have that mental and physical reset, and it could potentially help with some cravings, some digestive issues that you might be having. So sometimes clients get constipated, and I added a meal plan or refeed day, and then all of a sudden they start losing weight, so they're not constipated anymore, and they just go through that process. So again, listen to your body. It's key. Your body's trying to tell you something in these situations, so take note and fucking do something about it, rather than just suffering and not going to the toilet for 4 or 5 days. Try not get too attached to your log numbers whilst dieting, because what I've just seen there is I haven't been feeling as strong as what I usually would do on those certain movements, and that's okay, because at the moment I'm in my TRT phase, so I'm not expecting to make huge progress every single week. At the same time, I've lost like 0.6 of a kilo this time last week, so pound for pound I'm actually stronger now than what I was before, although it doesn't feel like that. So my best advice is don't get too attached to numbers. Train as hard as you can, eat as well as you can, focus on stress management and recovery as best you can, and sometimes you've just got to bin off the logbook. Sometimes you can't be too obsessive about the numbers in the gym, because if you're competing, nobody talks backstage about, oh bro, how much are you bench pressing in prep? Nobody gives a fuck. Only people care are the judges. Are you in a stage, or are you in stage condition or not? So yeah, don't worry too much about my logbook numbers at the moment. If I progress, brilliant. If I don't progress, it's not the end of the world. If it doesn't feel great, again, it's not the end of the world. I'm just doing the best I can, and I've always said that's always going to be good enough. If you come in here and you try, it's always going to be good enough, okay? So just going into today's workout, as you've seen, just started off with my back movements here. I'm doing my favorite exercise for the lats. Guys, I absolutely love this exercise. I love this attachment as well, this kind of V-bar attachment that I use. What I really try and think about when doing this exercise is like almost rowing the handle towards my quads, okay? Keeping that torso nice and fixed, as you saw in that previous clip. I don't use a rope. I used to always use a rope attachment on this, and what I found when using a rope is it would crush my little finger, like literally crush it. And I come off it and my little finger would be completely numb, and I was just like, I just can't do it. It takes away from actually me doing the exercise. So this attachment, try it. It works really well. And as well, it allows you to keep the elbows tucked in closely, okay? Because the elbows need to be tucked in closely when doing this movement. Just warming up on the flat dumbbell press, so moving on to some chest movements. I'm going to go through in the next little segment, as you'll see in a second, how I set up my warm up. So I'm going to leave it there, and I want you to enjoy the next part of the video. Right, so warm up on the dumbbell pressing is feeling good. This is how I do my warm up sets on any sort of dumbbell movement. So I'll start off with 20 kilos. I'll do maybe 10 reps with that. I'll then go to 30 kilos. I'll do 5 reps of that. I then went to the 40 kilos, and I think I did about 2 or 3 reps. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight into the 50s. Usually I would do a warm up set of the 45s, but I can't be asked today because it's feeling quite good. And to be honest with you, it's just wasted time. I'm not going to do the 45s. I'm just going to jump straight into the 50s. So hopefully they'll move today. They're quite big fucking dumbbells. That's the only pain. They're like the Watson brand. If you ever use the Watson fucking dumbbells, they're absolutely massive. So yeah, looking forward to this. Can't wait to fucking bury myself or drop the dumbbell on my head. Could you imagine that? And I call it on camera. That'll be hilarious if that comes true. But no, it's in the game. I am going to do it. I believe in myself, and that's the main thing. So let's fucking go, Georgie boy. So the Georgie boy's got to mentally switch the fuck on here, you know. I can't be going into the set of 50 kilo dumbbells and just like poncing around, you know, talking to a mate or whatever. You know, this requires actually fucking getting after it, and I don't want to miss, you know, I don't want to miss. I want to make sure that I'm giving absolutely everything to this set. So for me, I look at myself in the mirror, I'm telling myself, Georgie boy, you're fucking getting it today, and I'm going to give it my absolute all. And to be fair, they moved very, very well. You know, I was very surprised because obviously my scale weight has been dropping throughout this diet phase so far, and usually these movements are the ones which take a bit of a hit, but they have been moving very well. And the only issue that I have is just stabilizing these big fuckers, because as you can see, they're pretty hefty dumbbells, and I do get bloody scared I'm going to drop them on my head. And I was like, thank fuck I actually progressed quite nicely there. Obviously decided to rock a vest, funny enough. My body dysmorphia hasn't been too bad. If you follow me for a while, you would realise that I always used to wear like a jumper in the gym. I used to be a madman and wear a fucking jumper. But I've actually built up some confidence over the years to start being more content with the way that I'm looking. And a lot of people say, it's because you take steroids and things like that. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and beat around the bush. Obviously, I'm a lot bigger than what I am, obviously, naturally. So, yeah, there's a level of being happier with the way that I look. But there also is a level of actually actually self-development that I've done, and I've really wanted to work on myself and actually love the way that I am, because you know, there was a reason why I used to wear jumpers back in the day and it was like 25 degrees outside and I'd be sweating fucking through. And it's because I didn't love myself, and I wasn't actually journaling in the morning. I wasn't doing all the things that you see in these YouTube videos now to actually look after my mental health. And since I've been doing that, you know, I'm in my TRT phase right now where I am a little bit smaller than what I was versus when I was on cycle, and I will do a video actually discussing sort of like the changes of like when I was on cycle versus when I was off cycle. So and I do look a little bit smaller, I do look a little bit softer, and obviously it is a bit of a challenge in itself, but I'm actually starting to love who I am and who I look like regardless of the way that I am in terms of the process right now. So little clips here in terms of where we're at the moment, around about 82 sort of kilos. So we're moving in the right direction and things are actually going really, really well. So I really hope you have enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm going to record another video this week talking about just like my feedback on my thoughts of doing my first ever steroid cycle and using different compounds as well. So I'm going to make a video and just give you some educational stuff and just be real and be honest and just tell you how it was. But if you have enjoyed today's video, please comment down below bottle, finishing off my 2.2 litre bottle. And of course, guys, please like, please subscribe, and yeah, we've got plenty of fun stuff coming over the next month, so you don't want to miss out. All right, guys, sending you my love. I'll see you guys in a bit.